So Emmy voting starts today. Conventional wisdom would be to put your best effort out there. But corrections always zigs when you expect it to zag. So I'm gonna mail it in. While reminding any Academy voters, today's correction is not eligible for the one you're currently voting on. This is for next year's Emmys. Don't judge this one for the one. Go back, watch Birdbane. There is one with a giant ice cube. Oh, the giant ice cube. And then I'm like, ah, oh. I said in a closer look that during my attic shows, I looked like if Data from Star Trek had drowned and you dorks ran to your computer so fast to tell me that Data can't drown. And in fact, there was an episode with him and Geordie LaForge where they went out on Lake Davala, and I'd tell you which episode that is, but if what I've said is even a little bit interesting to you, I bet you already know. Someone wrote, IUDs prevent embryo implantation. They don't block sperm. Oh, can't have another kid, man. I can't have another kid. We talked about J.D. Vance. We have no proof that J.D. Vance had sex with a couch, right? Shame on anybody for saying that. But I also did say, and the AP ran into this problem as well, I can't actually say he didn't have sex with a couch because I also can't prove that. We said he just did hand stuff with a couch, and then someone wrote in, you can't do hand stuff with a couch because couches don't have hands, but a couch does have an arm, so you could do arm stuff with it. Like, I was definitely thinking J.D. Vance's hand. Like, I didn't think the couch him. Someone wrote, wear a suit, man. You dress like a Florida baseball coach. I don't think a Florida baseball coach could afford a Jean-Pierre Coulimeau. Sure, it looks like a shirt a Florida baseball coach could wear, but that's what makes it so expensive. Oh, we said breakdancing. It's breaking. So breaking news, CNN breaking news, and it just cuts to Wolf Blitzer doing the worm. Call Jost. Tell Jost. Got some art to show you guys. It's been a while since I've shown off some stuff in the P.O. box. This is the Admiration of Mac. This is a beautiful piece of graphite art by Nick Sullivan. It's an amazing piece of work. My favorite thing right there is that's the mummy. My doink fell off. Obviously, there's Mac tonight, and there's a bunch of the little Chicken McNugget dudes. It's a gorgeous piece of art. Thank you, Nick. And the other piece of art somebody sent in, I said, my 8-year-old daughter and I love corrections. Wally is her favorite. She made some Mac tonight art for you. And I sent in that. And you can see that's Wally right there. And the sad thing I have to report for Nick is he did this. And this is the one, I can't stop thinking about this. Like, when I close my eyes, I don't ever think of this. But I think of that every time. somebody wrote, water isn't wet, it just makes things wet. We talked about RFK Jr. and his black bear, and then we showed a graphic that was a brown bear. We also had a story about a seagull stealing a wallet, and the graphic wasn't a seagull. We're going to do an Animal Flubs next week because Tara has recently started saying, and again, everyone here knows this is how she talks. It's 3 flubs minimum, or I'm not doing it. Sal threw out the first pitch at a Mets game. Can I take a look? We actually couldn't show a real picture of Sal because we did not have the express written consent of Major League Baseball. So Sal threw out the first pitch. I heard it went really well. We're very proud of Sal. And this is cool. The Mets, to honor Sal, that day, all the Mets players got paid the same amount. Because Sal convinced them that when one makes more than the other, it's not a safe labor environment. I also said that Edwin Diaz, in return for Sal throwing out the first pitch, he would write next week's Closer Look. A lot of you pointed out I missed the joke, Closer Look. Shame on me. Blew that. And again, we told you this. Sal threw out a first pitch because Buck decided he should do it. That's just it. And I said to Buck, I'm like, I can't believe you made that happen. And he said to me, I can make anything happen. I'm magic. And I do think there's a good chance we're all just characters in a snow globe Buck is holding. Like, this is all just Buck stuff. Now it's time for the Jackal joke of the week that requires me to look to a second camera when I deliver the punchline. It's our new segment, the Jackal joke of the week, that requires me to look to a second camera when I deliver the punchline. Your comments about Samsung phones were uncalled for. Just like people with Samsung phones are uncalled. Oh, this was another good. We did Quentin Tarantino movie remakes where all the characters are sausages. I had a couple you pointed out ones I missed, like Pork Fiction and Inglourious Mustards. Well, this is it. Last day of Celebrity Baby Teeth. Final page. I always said, you want me to stop doing it? Get Biden to drop out. And you did. You did. Before we do the last page, which I cannot stress enough, does not justify the endeavor at all. This is a classic. It's not the destination or the journey. Someone wrote, because Jermaine, we had the writer Jermaine had a cameo as the delivery man right before the hiatus. And somebody said, Jermaine looks too normal to have written Jules and Celebrity Baby Teeth. Take it up with the serial killer next door. True story, Jermaine wrote Celebrity Baby Teeth in Zodiac code. And we had to translate it into sketch. So, here we are. Last page of Celebrity Baby Teeth starts now. Do these look familiar? Well, they wouldn't to you, but to me, they are everything. These are my baby teeth. And over 3 decades, years, and one, that's how he wrote it. Over 3 decades, years. Not that that's the problem. Over 3 decades, years, and one spleen later, I have won them back. Here is where you were wondering. Is there some sort of black market for celebrity teeth and organs? Did Seth sell his spleen to get back his baby teeth? What the hell is parcel pulse delivery? These are all questions you're better off not thinking about ever. Just enjoy the celebrity baby teeth. We'll be right back with more late night. And that's it, just that thud. That's over now. And again, to a reminder, this is not this year's Emmys. But real fun. Congrats to Sal for his big old first pitch, and congrats to Buck for imagining all of us. See me next week.